Guys, how's it going today? Welcome back to another, I suppose, entry in the series where we make this map. I should have come up with a name yesterday. I've actually got pretty much everything figured out in terms of what I want the general plot of the map to be, the villain motivations. I haven't been working on the story, unfortunately. I'm working on other stuff because, I don't know, I really like doing redstone and whatnot. I did a few small things off camera that you should probably know about. We'll talk about the randomizer here in a bit. But first of all, I added a new arena and two new sort of features to the map. The first one is these tiles push you in the direction they're facing. Not a really big deal. And the second thing, as you could probably see there, is that there's actually a slime pusher if there's structure void blocks. So that was actually kind of difficult to make, but it does work in all four directions. However, it is always facing towards the middle. So if I was to be right here, it would freak out because it would put like a slime block right here and then a piston right here, and it wouldn't work. But for plays like this, it does. So this is a really fun map. Let me just show you guys some gameplay in it real quick. Today's goal is to work a tiny bit on the randomizer. I'll show you guys what I've already done with it. And we're going to also start working on connecting the gameplay to the actual level select over here. Alright, so if we go ahead and start an attack real quick. I need to turn up my volume. Is my Minecraft volume? I don't know. Let me know if the volume is too loud. I feel like it's fine. Okay. But yeah, as you can see, these guys are obviously flying all over the place. Now, you might notice something. In our MS ticks up here, we're kind of pushing the limits of the game at this point. It's around 30. I don't like that. Now, it used to be borderline 50. And I changed the randomizer. I recently figured out, or someone told me, that area of effect clouds cause a lot less lag than the armor standards we were using, which is why I'm using them now. I do want to make another modification to it, though. I want to make it so where the randomizer is only active when you're in the lobby, meaning that when you're playing the game, it should be inactive, and I want it to load up very, very, very quickly. We're going to go ahead and do that here in a second. Just want to see the end of this battle. Yeah, good guys win. Nice. Nice work. As you can see, there's quite a bit of fun. They do take some fall damage from that, which is a bummer, but there's nothing you can avoid. Let's come over here quick. So, I also set up the randomizer to be able to activate and deactivate, and basically deactivate the display. So if we go ahead over here and turn the randomizer off, you'll see that there's no display right here. Basically, you're not able to purchase mobs, but you should be able to still sell things, as well as see the different rarities. If we turn the randomizer back on, it says loading, and then it takes a little while, and yoink is complete. Now, we have this whole system over here, which basically increments what scores the various randomizer elements have. If we were to expand this, this would theoretically allow us to, how do I put this? Basically do this faster. So I'm going to go ahead and try a dinky method right now, see if this works. And if it doesn't work, then we need to do something different. Because I don't want to have a super long chain here. Oh, we need to find the negative coordinates. Yes, this is good right here. Like just like so, and just like so. Now, if we check the random element here on the sidebar, we can see all the different numbers right here. There should be numbers between 1 and 400. Let's go ahead and turn the system off and on again. I don't know if I have a quick off and on again. System asides over here. Let's go ahead and turn it off. Yoink. Let's turn it on again. The off deactivates immediately. Alright, so far it's looking pretty good. We have 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. There's no repeats as far as I'm seeing. We're going to go ahead and test that out. Execute if entity at E name equals random, scores equal random equals 11. So if we go through here, we should have one of each type. Let's go down to 10, 9, 1, 4. Yeah, there's literally one guy for every single number, which is good. So this system works properly. Now my question is when activating and deactivating the system, we can go ahead and do it manually over here. Go ahead. How long does it take? So we can go ahead, turn the system off. Killing all the clouds. Let's turn it on. And right there. The repeater hasn't even powered this repeater yet, and is already complete. Let's go ahead and test that again. Yoink. It hasn't even powered this repeater yet, and it's already complete, actually. So we can move these command blocks right here. Basically what this does is this reduces the setup time from, I don't know, that was like 3 or 4 seconds all the way down to, let's see here, what is this? This is 2, 4, 6, 8, 8 plus 12. That's 20. The setup time is now only 1 second. Let's go ahead and check to see if it works properly. Let's go ahead and turn it off. Yoink. So let's say, also there's fail-safe detection. What I mean by that is basically if you try to turn it off multiple times, it's not going to clone. My other concern would be if you tried to turn it on multiple times. Ooh, we need a little bit more delay on that. You see how it reached 361? It needs to reach 300. Sorry, it needs to reach 400. All right, let's try this again real quick here. So the activation time's a little bit over a second, but I want this to be turned on and off whenever players return. Okay. And a little bit more delay here. Let's turn it off. Yoink. Turn it back on again. Perfect. So our randomizer system's completely set up properly. We have random numbers between 1 and 400. It's not the best randomizer in the world. I was looking up some functions the other day as well because someone made some suggestions, and there's some other interesting ideas out there involving scoreboards and really weird operations, which I guess makes sense. I don't know why I didn't think about that in advance. The problem is that you get a random number, but you don't get a range very easily, and so you need to redefine the range every single time. The nice thing about this is that we can define the range inside of what we're selecting. So right here we say the range is from, it says choose a random number between X and Y in one single command block, and then it stores that data, which is great. That's what I want. I think that's what we need for this situation. Instead of, basically, what methods I was seeing online, it would double the length of this, even though it might slightly improve the performance, and I'm really not up for that. So let's go ahead and put the sidebar back up there. We need to basically link this to this. This is a secret level, by the way. This is level 101. It's impossible to reach this level besides testing. And the reason I had this is essentially it's a fun map. I'm not sure if it'll ever be used in game. This might be a fun bonus levels map to use. I don't know. I'll have to think about gameplay. Because the main gameplay of the map is simply just you have 100 levels here or so. And I'm already working on sort of trying to how I'm going to balance the mobs and mob caps and whatnot for all these levels. Alright. Your mobs right here, your team, it says that's pretty good. Let's go ahead and create a better sign for that real quick. Let's go ahead and give a give. It's going to be a jungle sign. Alrighty. Over here, we're going to have some text value. It's going to be, what do we want? Insert your team below. Customize your team below. Customize your team below. And then if we could get a downward facing arrow, that would be good. Down arrow character. Right here. I keep forgetting that these actually exist. I keep using these. Alright, very good. Let's go ahead and pull everything back up quick. Alright. Let's go back into Minecraft quick here and see what some of the formats are looking like. I know that I keep coming back over here. I really like the format we have right here. You know, obviously click to change. I think that probably these are jungle signs, right? Yellow's pretty good. I mean, a lot of colors are actually really nice on jungle signs. But we've already used gold in all of that. Red really isn't a good idea. Another possibility would be to do like brackets. But the problem with that is that we've already used that notation to DNA. Oh, you should click here. Which is not good because we really should have used that notation for right over here. To where you can click the levels. I'll probably fix that later on. Alright, let's just go ahead and generate a sign with some color. Let's say it's... compare. Let's go with light purple for now. There we go. In this map, I want to have, of course, quite a bit of other stuff. We're going to want storage areas and other crazy things. Alright, light purple does not look good. The contrast is, ugh. Let's see here. Dark purple. It would be interesting to use some. Oh, and the arrow is a little bit small too. Maybe if we have. I wonder if this will look good. 2 arrows. And then 2 arrows, like so. Of course, we're going to have to change the colors of these. What if we change this to dark purple? These guys be something like dark blue. What dark colors do we have? We have dark green. I think we're going to save dark green for click to play now. That looks a little bit better. I don't like the dark blue. The arrows are good. They're not terrible. They're not great. They're just good. Is there a space between them? There is. What if I put more space between them? That's really interesting. The game isn't registering the space between the arrows right here. That's so weird. Okay, that's fine. I don't like the blue, though. Like I was saying earlier, let's try dark aqua. See how it is. Ree says import, welcome to the stream. Or Reese, sorry. I keep reading it as Ree. I'm pretty sure I've done that a couple of times. How's it going, man? Glad to have you join. Oh, man, none of the colors look good. I'm just telling you. Nothing we put here. What if we made it... We can also mess around with other properties like boldness and... Ooh. Oh, we already tried purple. It didn't look good. Red? Red's our only other option. I don't really like red. We can try it. What color do you think would look good? We're going to get into the interesting stuff here. Don't you worry, guys. We haven't tried dark green yet, but white might be another good one. No, definitely not that. Let's go ahead and get white. Actually, white doesn't look terrible. I think we could make it work. I think we'd have to change the arrows to be light purple, both light purple. That doesn't look bad. I'm wondering if there's a better sign for it, though. Let's check out the different sign types. Got spruce, birch, acacia, dark oak. Some of these we already used, so let's just Oh. I kind of do prefer the dark purple one, to be honest. All right, let's go ahead and clear. Keep forgetting I need to toss my head before I clear. There we go. This head's kind of important. All right, let's go ahead, generate a different sign. I know probably nobody's going to care in the actual map. They're just going to be like, can I read the sign? Okay, good. It's set. That's too white. What other options do we have? We have... What sorts of signs do we have? We have the dark oak sign. Dark oak sign doesn't look that bad. I don't know. I got... White writing, gray arrows. Ooh. That's a good one. All right, let's go jungle sign. I keep forgetting that we have stinking gray. It just slips my mind. Oh, yeah, that's way better. That looks good. Let's even see if we can do dark gray on the second. No, that doesn't work. Okay. That's good. Actually, that's perfect, because it doesn't... Okay. Here's what I'm thinking. So I'm over here selecting my levels. This doesn't stand out too much, but if I want to come over here, I'm confused about this dispenser, I know exactly what's going on. This is customize your team below. We can go ahead and put our mobs in here, with whichever order we want. Go ahead, plus 1 level. Oh, we can't. You can only minus 1 level. Okay. All right, thank you. That was actually perfect. That's all we needed. Just change it to gray. I don't know why I need to make this so complicated. All right. Up next, we're going to do start game. This one should be quite a bit simpler. Let's go ahead and get another one. Another command. All right, so let's go with jungle sign. This is going to be start game. Oh, this guy's going to be dark red. Click to start. He's going to be gold. Another one of these. Start game should probably be dark green or green. We can go ahead and change it if we need to. I'm going to add a line right here. See how this looks. Yoink. Okay. It definitely doesn't look good. We need to have this stand out. What if we have this be a birch sign? Always misspell birch. All right, then we definitely can't use. This needs to be readily seeable to the player. They need to be like, okay, I want to start the game now. Yoink. I guess any old sign would do, though. Let's try the jungle sign with the green, regular old green. Whoops. Okay, come on. Let's come over here. Light green's not terrible. Import says, gotta go. Business meeting in 20 minutes. Sounds good. See you soon, man. Good luck on the meeting. Good luck on the meeting, man. All right. I think it might just look good if we just use an oak sign. Hate to say this, but oak sign. Yeah, you can easily see everything on the oak sign versus compared to all these other ones. So you see right here, it's harder to, or right here, I can see from right here, start game. This one's a little bit fuzzy. These ones, it's too high of a contrast. Yeah, oak sign's still the best, which is kind of ironic. What if we go with acacia signs? Acacia. Ooh, that looks good. How about dark green? That's good. I like these two. I don't know if I should go for the light green or the dark green, though. Oop. This one feels a little bit more fun. It stands out a little bit more. And we're going for more of a fun-themed map, I think. That's what I feel like. Okay, good. So we've got this. All right, we have the sort of sign that we want. So let's go ahead over here. Let's change it up a little bit. This should be normal green. And of course, we need to run a command. Let's go down here and create a whole system for that. Start game attempt. The nice thing about starting the game is that none of this stuff really needs to load in, I don't think. This stuff doesn't matter. Yeah, this is all for loading up the menu. This is all the stuff that needs to happen before you can actually play the map itself. And this stuff has already all loaded in for the most part. So we're going to go ahead and create the game start request right here. Request start game. We're actually going to move this to the side, that way we can destroy and place this block at will. And where is the set block stone? There we go, right here. Yoink. Perfect. Okay. Now, I'm going to need a command for this. Set block, yoink, yoink, yoink. Redstone block. Let's plop this into the sign. Just like so. we change this. Ooh, we can actually get a command block for this one. To an acacia sign. I'm so glad that Minecraft has this autofill mechanic now for commands. Let's see over here. There we go, perfect. That way we don't have to, how do I put it? Let me grab these, by the way. That way we don't have to guess and look up spellings and whatnot. I remember back in the day always misspelling things and having to look it up on Google. But nowadays, literally all you need to do is just, oh, automatic, okay, cool. All right, looking good so far. Why are there only 6 mobs in here? I thought this level had 8, or sorry, how many mobs does this have? How many mobs did I program in here? I programmed, oh, I know what it is, okay. There we go, now it's working properly. And it should work properly if we go ahead and click start over here. So what we're going to have to do today is we're going to have to modify this system a whole bunch. Reason being is that the entire map we're also going to activate and deactivate a whole lot of stuff. Right here, for instance, all these blocks are going to be activated and deactivated. We're going to have a code for that. I think it's going to be lapis. Basically, we're going to activate the lapis when the game starts. There's going to be 2 states to this game. There's going to be inside the arena, and there's going to be out here in the menu area. And when the game is not active, we don't need a lot of this stuff. For instance, you don't need the health display. You don't really need the... Yeah, you don't need a health display, anything like that. I'm going to go ahead and put that right here. All right. Lapis equals only active in-game. Alrighty. So we're going to go ahead. We're going to need... Ooh. That's actually kind of important. That's okay. We're going to figure this out. We'll probably just have a bunch of really big fill commands that replace any redstone blocks right here with, or sorry, any lapis blocks right here with lapis, so on and so forth. I'm not sure if I want to do that over here. We pretty much have no redstone running over here. Even stuff like this, I think this is removed. We don't even use that anymore. So this is really the only thing we use, which is the selling. That's the only thing that's constantly active. The randomizer is not constantly active. Actually, let me disable a few mechanics down here too, because I'm working on lag a little bit. Let's disable that. It's the winter mechanic. Give one quick shot swap, night vision. What do we need here? Dev book. We really don't need we haven't been using the dev book, sadly. Let's go ahead and come over here. All right. We're not using this in the end because I fixed this. By the way, there was a glitch. Yeah, I'm just gonna... We're just gonna chill this episode. We're not gonna get too in-depth with everything. There was a bug where if you went through levels too quickly, or actually no, if you went through levels, sometimes it would not activate. Basically, it would get stuck, and it wouldn't spawn in the mobs or the signs. The reasoning behind that, excuse me, is essentially this sequence right here was a 2-tick repeater rather than 2 repeaters. Now it's 2 repeaters, it can send signals more quickly. What's happening is that if the tick processed your click at the exact wrong time, it wouldn't work properly. It was kind of strange. You would have to process 2 things improperly. So now we're going to go through and see if we can get this command. I've backed up this world in advance in case anything stupid happens, because I know I tend to accidentally do stupid stuff like that. We're going to go all the way over here. Redstone block. Replace. Lapis. Block. No blocks filled. Okay, good. This essentially will activate all of the lapis blocks. So when it's not during gameplay, we're going to make sure to deactivate all this. That way we can maximize our performance. We're also going to enable and disable the randomizer, which I've already talked about. Let's actually start working on the start game. First thing it needs to do is make sure that the number of mobs in here, or the mob cap, is not. We need to determine the current mob amount. So scoreboard, objectives, set display, sidebar, levels. Actually, yeah, we are going to do this in levels, and we're also going to do this. You know, Okay, we're good. I'm just trying to think about what we should have on the main display as well. Anyways, because if we should have your current mobs on the mob display. I know that we have it like during gameplay, but I'm also wondering if it should have your mob cap up there at the display. Anyways, we're gonna see here, how do we determine the current mobs of the player? So we're gonna go ahead and determine that from here. Data get block yoink yoink yoink. Is there a way to tell how many items are in here based off the data? Obviously there's a, okay. Let's clone you over here, quick. Oh. All right, we're just gonna get a regular old dispenser. Okay. With regular old blocks. Oh, we don't have to filter through all that shenanigans. What if I have this? Items, 8, nothing. However, if I do this, okay, perfect. Ah, here we go. Let me try this. Execute if data block yoink 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 items 8, run, say hi. Perfect. This is how we're going to do it. If there is, over here on levels, we're going to have current mobs, and that's going to be determined before it says yes or no. Let me go ahead and have this, yoink. We're going to go 0 to 8. 0, run, scoreboard, players, add current mobs, levels 1. I actually forgot to do something here too, which is we have to set that score to 0. Scoreboard players, set current mobs 0, or levels 0. We're going to go through, and this will determine how many mobs we have. Just need to go through here, add them one at a time. It's not too complicated. It's actually very simple. I mean, it is annoying that we have to use so many commands. I was considering just using a comparator. The problem with that, I don't think comparators are super precise when measuring non-stacks, and This way, we just activate a whole bunch of commands once and we're done. We don't have to have anything hidden behind there or anything. Good. Whenever we press the start level button now, it's saying that current mobs is 0. I messed up something here. Oh, because I got the wrong block data. -35, 200, -38. That's the correct coordinates. Yeah. Can't put. I was thinking in my head, I better remember to change that number. I better remember to change the coordinates, and I didn't, so we're going to put up with this. But after this, we should be able to easily detect how many mobs the player has. And if that number is equal to or less than the mob cap, we're good to go. It says that you currently have 10 mobs. That makes absolutely no sense. We have 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, we have a little repeat here. Oh, this is always annoying. Now it should work, right? Watch me mess it up on accident. All right, once again, I'm gonna clone you over here. And then we're gonna use some generic blocks. Current mobs 1, should be 4, 5, 6, 7. All right, perfect. It looks good. It looks good to me. Wish there was an easy way to just kill off these items. I should have it if it's dropped by me to kill it a lot faster. I should have a system like that, because I'm able to detect that, and I drop a ton of items just for the sake of them, you know, getting destroyed. So now I'm gonna pick these guys back up. If I really need them, I can, but I don't recall a case where I've ever like gone back into a stack of commands and grabbed them. All right. Now, what we can do is basically have two things right here. You can have a start rejected and a start accepted. Start rejected and start accepted. This one's fairly simple, which is basically if the current mobs is less than or equal to the mob caps. All right, let me see here. This is the rejected. Let's go ahead and do the accepted. Execute if score current mobs levels is less than or equal to mob cap levels. Run set block. No quick redstone block. Like so. I'm gonna go ahead back over this way. I'm gonna copy that same command, except it's going to be right here at x equals 50. That's not correct. It's not 50. It's negative 29 that we need to change it to. And instead of an if statement, we're going to go unless. What this means is that if we go to a level with a lower mob cap, and as you can see here, we can cycle through levels quite quickly at this point. Perfect. Good. This is level 1. We've got our mobs right here. The mob cap on this level is 1 mobs. So if we start the game, can't even see. Say reject. Say good. Perfect. So if we attempt to start the game, we're getting rejected. But if we come in here and we're like, hey, you know what? We didn't mean to do that. How about I just put a... Doesn't matter what this is, by the way. It could be a chest and it would still work. Actually, it wouldn't. Yeah, that's good now. Perfect. Now, I want to do a couple of things before we move on too much. I want to... Over here on the sidebar, display the level as well as the mob cap, if possible. We shouldn't be that bad. That's not terrible. Let me see here. Level select success. I believe we have to go like this, right here. Okay, very good. At this point, this guy should have been teleported. That whole thing's figured out already. What we're going to do is we're going to basically transfer the score over to the sidebar. We need to go get our special thing right here. All right. At E level, correct? That's green? Can't remember. No, that's yellow. Let's go ahead and pull up the formatting codes. What's green? A. I knew it was a basic letter. A. Level. Okay, perfect. Scoreboard, players, reset, level, sidebar. We're going to go ahead and put that right here. And the reason for this, not that command block, that one. And the reason for this is basically it'll allow us to easily reset it in case of an emergency. Let's say we accidentally delete this command block or we want to change it in the future. It should be good. Now, we're going to scoreboard players, operation, level sidebar, equals, level levels, correct? Scoreboard rejected set display, sidebar levels. No, current. Perfect. Now, if we go ahead and +1 level, as you can see, it'll say the level. Now, I think this is important. Reason being is that when you're actually playing in the arena, I want players to know exactly what level they're on. I'm not sure I care that much about the mob cap. Reason being is that that's something you'll work out here. Level is actually some information you might want to know in the level, because for instance, you might forget what level you're currently on. Alrighty. Hello mobs, how are you doing? Very good, I hope. The next thing that we need to do... Wait, did I want to add... I'm not sure about mob cap, really. Ugh. If we go ahead and start a match in here, I wonder how it's going to look. Oh, friendly is going to be the same color as the level, which I don't like. Yeah, that is kind of annoying. I'm trying to think here to myself. This is why I added this in case we want to come through here and change it now. What other colors do we have here with our formatting codes? We've got dark green, which we're already using. We've got yellow, which we're not using yet. Light purple. None of those really stick out to me personally as... I guess yellow, actually. Let's try yellow. Wait, that's not yellow. Yeah, it's yellow. Perfect. There we go. And we need to come over here and change this as well. Why is it... Am I accidentally pressing like 3 or something? Yeah, I'm pressing 3 on accident every single time. That's a bit better. So let's say we're on level 6. Or sorry, no. Let's go to secret level. Let's say this is any level over 10. This is sort of the order that things are going to appear in. How do I have 11 friendlies? Oh, from last match I didn't kill everything off. Okay. You can see here we've got 9 friendlies, 8 enemies. I don't think that players are going to be constantly focused on that part of the sidebar. I think they're mostly going to be focused on the gameplay, which is fine. As you can see, the sidebar is fairly small. I'll probably just name it Mob Battles over here, to be honest with you. Yeah, I think we should do that. I think we should call this map Mob Battles, just for now. Now, Ultimate Mob Battles, the series, if I make this into a series, would be called Mob Battles. And of course, there's going to be Mob Battles, you know, Revenge of the Potatoes and stuff like that, which might be the name of this map. I'm not sure yet. All right, looks good. Looks good. I like how that looks. Oop. Whenever you go the wrong way, it looks trippy. Excuse me. So, level rejected. This is a simple one. Where's that play sound command? Let's go ahead and... Ooh. That's a long command. Let's go ahead and do an impulse. It's already been rejected at this point. We don't need any crazy statements. Oop, never mind. Execute at e tag equals levels, name equals levels. Play this sound. The volume, I'm gonna make this louder. It's getting accepted. That's why nothing's happening. Let's say the mob cap was 1. Oh, great. I need to go back to level 1 then. Let's go back to level 1. It's not terrible. Actually, it is easier to look at the sidebar for level rather than this thing right here, which is really strange. I don't like that. Let's try to start. Why is it? Oh, this is chain. Okay. There we go. Yeah, it's louder. Okay, at this point we need to just tell raw to everyone you have too many mobs. get a tell raw at all. We have too many mobs. This should probably be yellow. The cap is blank. This is going to be a score. It's going to be current. Oh, whoops. Mob cap. Levels. We're actually going back here. You may only use mob cap levels. This is going to be bold. And red. And of course we're going to add a new thing here, and this is just going to be a text, and it's going to be a period. See how this looks. If you have too many mobs, you may only use one. Actually, maybe we can just simplify this. Instead of you have too many mobs, just say you are only allowed X mobs in this level. You're only allowed one in this level. Whoops, I forgot mobs right here. Mobs in this level. On most levels, you're going to be allowed to have more than one. I think pretty much every level, actually. I think even level 1's supposed to be, the mob cap is, let me see here, 2. I think I have it on my document right here. Let's go ahead, add a level. Remove the level that way it updates. You're only allowed 2 mobs in this level. Perfect. You're only allowed 2 mobs in this level. Yeah, you can spam that really quickly. That is one of the things about signs, is that even if you want to do an incorrect command, you can spam it really quickly. I don't know if I want anything else. Maybe we should do a different sound. I kind of like the idea of doing the villager sound. Entity.villager. Is there disappointment? No. That one's kind of good. Yoink. That's better, because it's basically saying, hey, you shouldn't have chosen 2 mobs. Hey, hey, hey. Instead of it being, oh, whoops, you might have accidentally. You're accidentally trying to go too many levels. I guess it's interesting because you can't see what level. Well, I guess you can see what levels you've unlocked through this display, but there's no display like on the sidebar or anything, which is kind of interesting. Let's actually try to get the. We're doing a lot of aesthetic stuff today, which is completely fine. Let's go back to this scoreboard. Where's the scoreboard? Scoreboard, modify, sidebar. Let's go ahead and wait. You can change the component type. You can change the sidebar display to be a score or a selector. That's insane. But anyways, let's change it to text. Let's change it to... Wait. You could make an animated display, couldn't you? That's interesting. But let's go mob battles. Let's see if there's any such thing as sword character. Sword character? No, I'm not talking about Sword Art Online. I'm talking about, there we go. Mob battles. Cha-ching, or whatever it is. Alright, we're going to remove the swords on the side first. We're going to go ahead, we're going to actually go yoink and put the sword right here. And I don't know what color to make it. Let's just see how it looks first. Mob battles. Is there a skull, maybe? Oh, that might look good. Mob battles. Would it look good, better like that, or like this? Mob battles. I kind of like that. That's cool. It also goes with the aesthetic of, you know, there being skulls in here. I'm also considering using resource packs for this eventually, so we could keep that in mind. The reason I want to use resource packs is that way I can commentate the story elements of the game. Because I'm not I'm not great at impressions, but I'm not terrible at impressions either. And I could have some fun acting. Right now I'm kind of boring. I'm just command block potato head. But if I actually get into it, I can do some pretty interesting stuff. Alright, I kind of like the skulls. Let's go ahead and try to... Ooh, they don't take up enough space, though. Actually, no. Okay. Scoreboard, players, set, gold, 10, 1, 2, 3. Players probably won't ever get more than 10,000 gold. I don't really expect them to be able to. So this is probably the extent of how much space will be taken up by the display. Let's go ahead and... What if it was this... I know that we've already tried this, but what if it looks like this? Or the other way around, even. Mob battles. I don't like the swords. I'm being real with you. The swords are lame. Swords are pathetic. I don't like them. Oops. That is not good. I want just another skull right here. And the skulls can go ahead and be red. And then mob battles can be aqua or even dark blue. Reminds me of Descent. Mob battles. That's kind of neat. I don't like how the red is similar to red over here. The scores. The aqua looks fine. You know, what we could also do... This might be silly, but put the skull as like the O mob battles. I don't know. Or maybe the skeletons could even be white. Let's see how that looks. That's kind of nice. Mob battles. I actually kind of prefer it when the skulls are white. What if I put a little bit of a space here? And here. Mob battles. It definitely looks better. The problem is that now it's actually starting to take up space on the screen. And I don't really want this to take up much space on the screen. This does look great, though. I really like that now. With the aqua and the white. Right, you can see we're at 30 MS ticks. We need to change that. Let's go over here, kill. Okay. Man, I wanted to actually start working on the gameplay itself and starting the game over there, but I don't think we're going to do that in the end. Let's say the start's accepted. The first thing we need to obviously do is clone in the arena. I'm going to set block. Yoink, 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 redstone block. That is the laggiest part of this, most likely. Actually, you know what? What I'm considering here is instead of cloning in the whole arena at once, cloning it in sections. Like having a slow clone happen. If you know what I mean. That way it's not so laggy. Because, I mean, that is a little bit laggy. It's not terrible for my computer, but I know for some people that's painful. Alright, so it's going to do that. In setting up the game, it's going to do that. It's going to turn the randomizer off, which is instant. What else does it need to do before the game starts? There's no real redstone to deactivate besides the randomizer over there, which is nice. Ooh. Is this the redstone block replace lapis block? Let's copy this command too, because this is one that needs to happen. And then I need another section right here. That is basically the game ending. So it's game end, turn on stuff. Perfect. This is going to reactivate everything, including our trusty randomizer over here. So there's going to be lag spikes when the game starts and ends, but that's okay, I suppose. It's going to keep the game from lagging overall during the gameplay, which is important to me. Let's go find some of the blocks that we need to activate and deactivate. Rarity needs to always be active. The sidebar always needs to be active. What's this right here? Is this... Oh, yeah, this stuff needs to completely be activated and deactivated. So let's go ahead, fill, yoink, 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 to... Actually, let's just go see if there's any... Because this universally obviously needs to be deactivated. Health display definitely doesn't need to be active. Health above name temp. I never used this. Oh, unless that was something. No, I don't think it was anything. We've got hostility over here. That needs to be deactivated. Counters. That can stay on. Yeah, this whole system right here can go off. So this chunk right here, this chunk right here, this one right here. This one's spawn mechanics. Okay. This one's good. What's this one? Oh, this is the whole drown stuff that we never even used. That removed. Removed drown stuff. Okay. Yeah, we never even used the let me just double check here if everything's just, yeah, okay, good. Yeah, we completely deactivated the drowns. They're no longer in the game at all, which is great. And that should be Vexes. Oh yeah, we completely removed the Vex redstone too. So all that we need to, oh, death detection. All right. So this area, so these three, this chunk, this chunk, this chunk, and this one right here all need to be activated and deactivated accordingly. So we're going to go ahead and do some of those commands. Lapis, block, replace, redstone block. Just like so. Yoink. Doesn't need to be active during gameplay. Up next, we've got these ones. Imagine me deleting all this on accident. That would be terrible. -1 hour progress. Lapis block, replace, redstone block. 2 blocks filled. Oh, just like so. Perfect. So those guys are fixed. Last but not least, right over here, this is actually probably the most complicated one. We've got recently hit redstone. We got special skeleton redstone. Oof, this stuff is complicated stuff. Lapis block, replace, a redstone block. Perfect. And boom, everything is suddenly deactivated, which is great. So that brings our MS down to pretty much nothing. This is what it would be in normal Minecraft, like just a flat world. We still have the random armor stands. So this is how fast it's going to be in the lobby, which is great. Now I want to go ahead and see if when I press this, ooh. Let's go ahead and remove a couple of mobs. That way we meet the cap. Yep, you see how that just, yeah, so that was a little bit laggy because obviously it had to clone everything in, yada, yada, yada. So now, also it killed all of the randomizer armor stands. Now if we come in here, let's go ahead and see what a game would look like. There's absolutely nobody here. Okay, fair enough. Let's go over to level 100. This is what a laggy game would look like. By laggy, I mean these are the grinding matches. The only ones where it can be 9v9 are the ones where you can basically farm. I believe 50 MS is our limit. We can't go above that. Currently, we're sitting at a fine 20, which is what it was before we took these lag reduction measures, which is great. Oh, look, that poor zombie right here trying to get to the skeleton to no avail. Go, Wither Skeleton, get the zombie. Get him. You know, it's so much cooler when you can fly around here. I know that you're not going to actually be able to do that in actual gameplay. You're just going to have to be able to sit up here. But it's still pretty fun. I love how this illusioner is just waiting to hit him. There we go, he got the Wither Skeleton. Yeah, as you can see, the lag is pretty minimal. It's pretty good. Wonderful. If I come over here, we can go ahead and activate the sequence that happens when the game ends. Basically turns all the redstone off, activates the randomizer, and we're good. Which is insane, by the way. This thing activates in 1 second. Poor game. Game lag. Alrighty. What do we do next? We've got this whole system set up to activate and deactivate the game. What do we need now? We need to actually start the game, which I'm not sure how I want to do that process. I kind of want to have like a little, obviously we're going to need a little bit of timing to it. Over here's technically the start sequence. Ooh, we haven't finished everything yet. You know, I'm feeling like cutting this episode a little bit short because I really do have stuff to get done today, and I keep being lazy about it. And the other problem is that we need to finish a few other... how I put this? We should get some other mechanics done before actually working on the game startup. I know that we literally only did this much today, and a few lag prevention measures, but I feel like it's good progress. Because what I want to do tomorrow is work on the potion purchasing system, which is way, way simpler than all of the level select in this thing. It's just a lot of math, which we can hammer out pretty quickly. We'll probably have that display like right here on this way, on this side. I'll probably use an armor stand for it as well, just for the sake of it. And the potions are basically the last thing that the players can actually buy. They're sort of like power-ups you can give your mobs. You can throw them down to heal them, regenerate them, or damage the enemy. Really, whatever you want. And so I think that'd be pretty fun. I think it'd be pretty fun. We just have to do that because at the start of each match, players are going to be given potions that have the properties that they purchased so far, meaning we need to work out all those properties. We're gonna have a whole shop we're gonna have a whole shop that allows them to increase the potion potency, the number of potions they get, etc. That data is going to be transferred to the items before they get given to the player, and it happens at the start of the match. That's going to be one of the things that's going to happen in this function right here. The other thing that needs to happen is the player gets teleported back after the match, which shouldn't be a problem. We're going to teleport them to this armor stand right here. They're going to basically be facing in front of the level display once they beat the match. When we work on this as well, yeah, so we're going to work on the potions next time. Just hammer that out, get that completed. That way we can work on other stuff. Man, there's a lot of redstone here. I'm not sure if I'm going to have a ton of space for everything. I guess, because I want to make it facing this way. I guess we could just make it over here because we have all this space. Yeah, just make the display right here. Add in the redstone just right in this area. Shouldn't be a problem. And of course, I got to work on these maps too. Where does this sand keep coming from? I have no idea where this sand keeps coming from. Oh, I know exactly where that sand keeps coming from. Okay. That's the theme block. That's why. Okay, I see now. Whenever you switch to levels, I think 1 through 6, it spawns this stuff. There we go. Goodbye. Goodbye, sand. Alright, there we go. It's dead in the void. Yeah, as long as we leave that block there, we should be good. For safe measure, I'm actually going to go ahead and put this around here in case we ever use a liquid. But I don't think we will because it actually has to be a solid block. Trying to think if there's anything else I want to do. Cause I am feeling a little bit lethargic today. Maybe I'll record again later if I feel like I really want to do the potion stuff. But for now, I think I'm done. Thank you very much for watching. Can't wait to finish this map. Or make progress. We're nowhere near done. We don't even have the core gameplay figured out, and we've still got stories and map making to work on. So, till next time, don't forget to contribute, and